All right, you guys, now we're going to start looking at triangles that satisfy the ambiguous case. So the ambiguous case means that you have an SSA triangle, which means that you have two sides and an angle. So side, angle, and the angle that's been given is not included between the two sides, okay? So when you are falling in the ambiguous case, you're going to come to a part where you're solving for an angle. And depending on what that sign value is of that angle, you're going to fall into one of three cases. So either you're going to have no triangle, okay? And that happens if your sign value for your angle, so we're calling it B, but the sign value comes out to be greater than 1. We know that sine, no matter what angle you've been given, cannot be greater than 1. So that means you have no triangle given those conditions. So if you fall in a problem that has those conditions, you can stop. You can say no triangle, okay? If you're doing a problem and your sign value turns out that it's equal to 1, you have one triangle, okay? And it so happens that the triangle that you've been given is a right triangle because that angle will be 90 degrees, okay? And the last case that you have, you could either have one or two triangles, okay? And this happens if your sign value falls between 0 and 1, okay? So if your value is less than 1, you automatically have one triangle. You could have two, okay? And the way that you'll decide if you have two, okay, you're going to do the inverse of that value that you get to find that first angle value. And then once you do, you're going to find the supplement of it. All right, so in order to find the supplement, remember supplementary angles sum to 180. So you're going to find the supplement. Okay, and you're going to see if that supplement can be added to the original angle you had. Okay, if it can, and their value turns out to be less than 180 degrees, you will have a second triangle. Okay, and then you will go about solving each of those triangles individually, just like you did if you had one. But if you add that supplement to the original angle and their sum turns out to be greater than 1, you will not have a second triangle. Okay, so let's say, for example, I get to this step, okay, right here, where my sign value is less than 1. And it turns out that my angle was 36 degrees from that, okay? Now let's also say that my original angle, okay, was 122 degrees, okay? I would find the supplement of 36. So I would say 180 minus 36, okay? And that's going to give me 144, okay? I would have to see if 144 adds to my original angle that I had in my scenario. So in this case, 122 plus 144, that gives me 266 degrees, okay? In this case, there would be no second triangle, okay? Because this sum is greater than 180, all right? Now let's do the same scenario again, all right? Let's say my original angle was 42 degrees, okay? When I find the supplement of 36 again, 180 minus 36, and that gives me 144. I would add 144 to the 42, my original angle that was given to me. If I do that, oh, that's still too big. Hold on. Let's say it was 12, okay? So if I add it to 12, so if I do 144 plus 12, that's 651. I get 156. 156 is less than 180. So in this case, I would have two triangles, okay? So I would use 36 for triangle 1, and I would use 156 for the same angle, but in triangle 2, okay? It sounds a little confusing, but don't worry, we're going to do examples of both of these, okay?